3, 2, 1, let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Hello. Welcome to Theo to the Future's 100 Movie Bucket List Challenge series. In today's episode, we will be watching a movie wildly acclaimed, filmed in 1942, well, and at least it was released in 1942, directed by director Michael Curtiz. Casablanca will be the project featured in today's showcase reaction. Now, Casablanca is a movie about, well, that's the thing. I haven't the slightest clue. I've only grown up seeing references, the most famous one being, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday and for the rest of your life. Is that the way the quote actually goes? I'm not sure, but that's another mystery we are looking to solve today. So strap in, get your coffee. I've got mine right here. Ah, that's a good cup of joe. And get ready to get lost in the whimsical black and white fantasy that is Casablanca. Alright, yeah, I'm ready. I hope that intro was good. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, let's watch some Casablanca. Let's jump in. Cool. No, I seriously have not seen this movie before. Don't know anything about it, except that quote that I may have quoted wrong. This music though, I love this. I love this music. What is this about? All I think in my mind is Casablanca. What does that mean? White House? Is that what it means? Maybe it means White House. I mean, I am seeing Africa. It is 1942.
From Lisbon to the New World, but the others wait in Casablanca.
Wow, okay.
Wait. And wait.
Okay.
And wait.
Okay, there's the setup. I don't know if this was remastered or anything like that, but it just looks so like clear and crisp.
I don't think I have them on me.
In that case, we'll have to ask you to come along.
Wait, it's possible that, yes. Here we are.
Huh? All of a sudden you know where they are?
These papers expired 3 weeks ago. You'll have
Look at him, he's so suspicious. That's so funny.
Pardon, monsieur, pardon, madame. Have you not heard?
We hear very little, and we understand even less.
Two German couriers were found murdered. I beg of you, monsieur, watch yourself. Be on guard. This place is full of vultures, vultures everywhere, everywhere.
Thank you.
I love the dramatic acting. I love oh, he stole his wallet. Oh. I wonder if I missed that. Like if you rewind, I'm not going to rewind it, but if you rewind, can you actually see him stealing the guy's wallet?
Perhaps tomorrow we'll be on the plane.
She's gorgeous. So that's everyone's looking to escape. Nice shot right here. And this is a nice shot too, wow. 1942. Rick's Cafe, huh? American Cafe? God. I want to go to a nice 1930s, 1940s bar or restaurant or something. Okay. Who is this? I mean, look how good the film looks. I love the way it looks, man. I don't know.
I'll never get out of here. I'll die in Casablanca.
This guy, he's in his feelings.
It's the fishing smack Santiago. It leaves at 1 tomorrow night.
Everybody in here is just scheming, trying to figure out how to get out of here. Even the Chinese dudes up in there trying to figure out how to get out. Damn, man. Was every woman beautiful in the 1940s? Like, what's going on? Every woman is just like, oh. Okay. That is a beautiful entry shot. Ah, another gorgeous woman.
Berlin. And if you think I'm going to be kept out of a saloon like this,
You're very much mistaken. Excuse me, please.
Hello,
Everyone is about their class. That guy just pushed in.
Okay, I do. You're lucky the bar's open to you.
This is outrageous. I shall report it to the Angry.
Rick's voice is amazing.
What right do I have to think?
This guy over here looks like he was drawn in a lot of Looney Tunes cartoons.
You despise me, don't you?
Well, if I gave you any thought, I probably would.
Why get it for them for half? Is that so parasitic?
I don't mind a parasite. I object to a cut-rate one.
Well, Rick, after tonight, many a friend in Casablanca, but somehow, just because you despise me, you are the only one I trust. Will you keep these for me?
For how long? I heard a rumor those 2 German couriers were carrying letters of transit.
Oh, I've heard that rumor, too.
Oh.
We're devils with you.
Oh my goodness. Really? So if I'm gathering this correctly, he had something to do with those murders. Bro, I like Rick. I like the way he speaks. Everyone else seems to have a little bit of respect for Rick. Does he own this bar? It is his name on the... Yo, imagine that in a bar. Uh-oh. Bat, bat, bat. Ooh. He hid them under there where everybody's looking. Rat, pat, pat. Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Ferrari wants you to work for him at the Blue Parrot.
Oh, I like it fine, yeah.
You'll double what I pay you.
Yeah, but I ain't got time to spend the money I make here.
Ooh, ooh.
Sorry.
There it is. There it is.
Where were you last night?
That's so long ago, I don't remember.
Will I see you tonight?
I never make plans that far ahead.
The way this man talks is just so smooth.
Listen to him, Sasha. Fill it up.
I love it.
Come on, we're gonna get your coat.
Take your hands off me.
Well, you're going home. You've had a little too much to drink.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, taxi.
So are they a couple? I'm not too sure.
You are pushing me around. What a fool I was to fall for a man like you.
Go with her, Sasha, and be sure she gets home.
Yes, boss.
Okay, they seem to be together.
Yes, boss.
Good lord, that's that kind of attitude people today would not stand for. But hey, man, I don't know. I don't know the relationship. I can't judge. That's the plane, huh?
Be honest. Speculated on why you don't return to America. Did you abscond with the church funds?
Good question.
Run off with the set? I like to think that you killed a man. It's the romantic in me.
A combination of all three.
And what in heaven's name brought you to Casablanca? What waters? We're in the desert.
I was misinformed.
I don't know. Rick seems a bit stressed out right now. But Rick seems cool, man. He seems cool.
Out. He cannot possibly escape.
I stick my neck out for nobody.
A wise foreign policy.
Stick my neck out for nobody. Really? That's the kind of guy Rick is. He did lie, though, because he did stick his neck out for the big-eyed guy, taking his letters of transit.
You want into my administration?
I see. And what's Strasser doing here?
Look at the shot.
He didn't come all the way to Casablanca to witness a demonstration.
That was a sick shot with the spotlight.
You are.
Shall not.
Escaped from a concentration camp. The Nazis have been chasing him all over Europe.
This is the end of the chase.
20,000 francs. Says it isn't.
Oh, he's a betting man.
Serious offer?
I just paid out 20. I'd like to get it back.
Oh,
Give 10. I'm only a poor corrupt official.
no, these guys are like buddies, but they're not buddies.
Louis, whatever gave you the impression that I might be interested in helping Laszlo escape?
Who's Laszlo?
Because, my dear Ricky, I suspect that under that cynical shell, you're at heart a sentimentalist.
Yeah, that's it.
Laugh if you will.
Oh, I see. Gestapo spank.
My dear Ricky, you overestimate the influence of the Gestapo. I don't interfere with them.
Oh my
They
god.
don't interfere with me.
Everyone's got their way of surviving. Everyone's got their little way of surviving. I love the conversations in this movie. The words just flow like honey. I love it. So is Laszlo in the bar right now? Still not too sure who he is. Is it the big guy that walked in? Is it the little bug-eyed guy at the beginning that gave him the letters?
See the arrest of the man who murdered your couriers.
I expected no less, Captain.
This man is just going around telling everybody someone's getting arrested. It is him!
Will you please come with us?
Oh, it's him!
Please kiss my chips.
This guy's famous, man. I feel like he's been in a lot of movies. And I swear he's in Looney Tunes. Big-eyed guy. You're screwed, buddy. He can't run. So he's been running. He's the guy they're talking about who's been running from the concentration camp. And how did he slip out? How did they let him do that? I thought they were supposed to be blocking the door.
Hide me. Do something. You must help me.
Oh, come on. Why didn't you keep running? How could you just stop there?
When they come to get me, Rick, I hope you'll be more of a help.
Oh, come on.
Look out for nobody. I'm sorry.
That's a lie. He does. But what was he supposed to do?
All right.
Are you one of those people who cannot imagine the Germans and their beloved Paris?
Look at this guy, man.
Particularly my beloved Paris.
He's trying to figure out what kind of a guy Rick is. Is he on our side or is he not?
Who do you think will win the war?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Rick is completely neutral about everything. and that
Stupid
takes
questions,
other
bro.
people to admit, too.
And also we know why you left Paris. Don't worry, we are not going to broadcast it.
My eye's really brown.
You will forget that Mr. Blaine. The point is...
Of course, one must admit he has great courage.
So Laszlo did a lot of stuff. Laszlo's been printing newspapers. He's been escaping concentration camps. He has a woman too? Unless that's not Laszlo that got arrested. That's Laszlo. So they're gonna arrest 2 people tonight? Dang it. I'm a little annoyed that I'm slightly confused. But I'm still alright. Look at this guy. He looks all worried too. Like, is Laszlo a cool person? Is he worried that he's gonna get arrested? And that's the beautiful woman that he's with, that he wouldn't leave. So this is the guy. He's printed bad stuff, escaped.
Have your best champagne and put it on my bill. Very well, sir. Captain, please. Oh, please, monsieur. It is a little game we play. They put it on the bill, I tear up the bill. It is very convenient.
Oh my gosh. Oh, imagine. Imagine. Yeah, she's got that look. She's got a starlet look. Yeah, she's the look. She's the one. She's the one. She's got to be the female protagonist in this.
I'm under your authority. Is it your order that we come to your office?
Let us say it is my request. That is a much more pleasant word.
Very well.
Mademoiselle? Mademoiselle.
The way everybody is so proper, but inside they're like, ooh. Oh my gosh, another one. Another beautiful woman. The way they had to use shadows and lighting in because it's black and white, you know? It's just that attention to the detail of where the shadows lie is just so effective.
Could you ask the piano player to come over here, please?
Very well, mademoiselle.
How do they know each other? Do they know each other so the piano player knows the woman?
Excuse me, Jan. My bill.
No. 2 champagne cocktails, please.
Excuse me? That seems a little aggressive.
I never expect to see you again.
He brought the piano over to her?
Some of the old songs, Sam.
Oh, this is where you get the reference. Play it again, Sam. Oh, wow. She's just gorgeous. Amazing to look at. With the soft lighting? I don't know.
When will he be back?
She knows Rick. How did they know each other?
You used to be a much better liar.
Oh, but she ain't falling for it.
Miss Elsa, you bad luck time.
Oh, what?
Play it once, Sam.
Play it once.
For all time's sake.
Ah.
What's your name, Miss Elsa?
There's a reference.
Play it, Sam.
Play it, Sam.
Play as time goes by.
Oh, I can't remember it, Miss Elsa.
Oh.
I'm a little rusty on it.
What is this scene?
I'll hum it for you.
This scene is... Da, 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 da. The song is a reference I remember too. All the references that are gonna come to me.
You must remember this.
Oh! I've never seen this movie, but it feels like I have. I'm still getting nostalgic vibrations going through my body, which is so crazy, eh? This movie is so iconic, it reverberates through people who haven't even seen it. Rick is here. And he heard the song. He heard the song.
Sam, I thought I told you never to play.
Oh! Oh! Oh, she's crying! Oh, what did they go through? This whole scene is just crazy.
Well, you were asking about Rick, and here he is. Mademoiselle, may I present...
Bro, get out of here! Why is this guy in everyone's business?
Well, a precedent is being broken. Emile?
This guy needs to go away. But I want to hear this conversation too. I'm in this too. I'm like the police officer. I want all the tea.
Casablanca. It would never do for the chief of police to be found drinking after hours and have to fine himself.
Damn, that look looked like he was hurt.
Very interesting evening. I'll call you a cab. Gasoline ration.
That guy is so annoying.
As time goes by, like Sam.
Man.
Hasn't played it in a long time.
The way they are looking at each other is just... Whoa, what happened there? And where was Laszlo when it happened? This guy. This guy. He's the most two-faced guy here so far. Oh man, Rick has got some issues, man. He's got some issues. I wonder what's keeping him down. Except the lady. It's got to be the lady, but
Ain't nothing but trouble for you here.
Coming back, I know she's coming back.
oh man, it's always that, isn't it? It's always a lady. For the smoothest dudes. Smoothest dude was hurt by some lady, wasn't he? That's how he learned to be so smooth, man. That's how he learned to be so smooth.
Of all the gin joints and
Oh!
in all the world,
Another big line.
she walks in a
Another reference that reverberates. That is the name of an amazing Fall Out Boy song as well, just so you know.
Well, I don't think I can remember.
If she can stand it, I can.
Ah, man. He's so broken. What did they go through? We need a flashback, man. We need a flashback. Are we getting a flashback? Oh, I think we're getting a flashback. Yes. Man, they looked so happy and comfortable with each other, like just comfortable, you know? Wow, look at our boy Rick smiling. Smiling bright like the sun.
What were you before? What did you do and what did you think, huh?
We said no questions.
What? Did they just meet?
Here's looking at you, kid.
Another big reference. Yeah. So what's the... Did they just meet and they're like in a romantic fling right now? No questions? What do you mean?
Why there is no other man in my life?
Uh-huh.
Is
That
there?
is easy. There was.
Okay.
He's dead.
Oh, interesting.
I'm sorry for
It
asking.
won't be safe for you here.
I'm on that blacklist already. Their roll of honor.
So he has to get out of town. Beautiful use of shading. And, you know, just a great shot. Imagine someone today made a film concentrating on making it look beautiful in black and white like this, but then changed it to color. Or then, like, you know, then went to color. Like, build the movie that way. I don't know if that would work or if that's a cool idea, because I'm not a filmmaker, but the shots look so nice. So hold on, did they leave and come here together? No, they're still there. They're still there. So Sam he lived there as well.
They're telling us how to act when they come marching in.
Man, imagine that, man. This is real. This is a reality that people had to go through. Imagine people just rolling up into your city and saying, "You're screwed.
No, not at my hotel.
Something's off. Something's off, like she can't leave?"
Why don't we get married, Marseille?
Oh, he's going fast. He's going fast.
Far ahead to plan.
What's her baggage? She's got baggage. What is her baggage?
Well, let's see. Why not?
What is she? She's even hiding her face, like body language, bro.
Hey, what's wrong?
Oh, she's crying. She can't leave. Okay. The spilling of that glass. Bad sign. But is it just a bad sign of what we know is about to happen? That's what I think. I think it was just a transition into this part. Even the way the rain shines on the people's clothing, it all plays a role in the lighting. It looks so nice. I cannot go with you or ever see you again. You must not ask why. Just believe that I love you. Go, my darling, and God bless you. What is her name? Elsa? And that's the last time they saw each other. So, imagine walking into his bar and seeing each other for the first time like that after all that time. Of all the bars in all the world. Oh, yo, he's just like, yo, I feel you, Rick. I feel you. And you know what? I think a lot of guys feel Rick. That's probably one of the reasons this movie did so well. She actually came back. He was right. He was right. I guess he could feel it. Yo, he wanted to smile there. I saw that.
Why did you have to come to Casablanca? There are other places.
She's here on business, eh? Oh, she's on business, bro. Like, what does she want, yo? What does she want? Why are you here? Why are you here?
I didn't count the days.
Well, I did. Every one of them.
No, man, these girls don't get it. They don't get the way we feel. Us men, you know, we feel deeply.
I don't know the finish yet.
Well, go on, tell us. Maybe one will come to you as you go along.
He's still so smooth, even when he's super sad.
Who was it you left me for? Was it Laszlo, or were there others in between? Aren't you the kind that tell?
He just wants to know. He's so angry at her. He thinks that she left just to go and cheat. But I feel like there's something deeper behind her and why she couldn't leave. I wish she would have just spit it out right there. Just let him know what's going on.
There's nothing we can do.
It's those two from the beginning. I was like, who are those two? I thought that girl was going to be the protagonist.
Whether or not you will succeed is, of course, problematic.
Not at all. Captain Renault's signature is necessary on every exit visa. Captain, would you think it is possible that Laszlo will receive a visa?
I'm afraid not. My regrets, monsieur.
Well, perhaps I shall like it in Casablanca.
They're so polite about putting him in his place, you know?
I was in a German concentration camp for a year. It's honor enough for a lifetime.
You will give us the names?
Oh, piss off.
If I didn't give them to you in a concentration camp, why would...
You can't say it like that, though. You gotta say it like this. I love the way they are so snarky, but in such an elegant way.
Laszlo, you have a reputation for eloquence, which I can now understand.
Beautiful eloquence. Eloquence is an art lost today, I believe.
Senor Ugarte is dead.
Whoa! If I'm correct, it's that guy from the beginning.
Now, we haven't quite decided whether he committed suicide or died trying to
Haven't
escape.
decided? Haven't decided.
Quite finished with us?
For the time being.
Was that a threat? Were they threatening him?
Show her in.
Yes.
Show her in. Why is he fixing his tie? What?
Be too downhearted. Perhaps you can come to terms with Captain Renault.
Thank you very much, senor.
These two again.
Good morning,
Who are those two?
And I'll take my shipment with me.
So did he hide those letters in plain sight? Like fearlessly he walked into a spotlight with the letters of transit, popped them on top of the piano and walked away.
Thank you. I'm really not impressed.
Oh, now the ball's back in her court.
Tell me why you ran out on me at the railway station? You can tell me now. I'm reasonably sober.
I don't think I will, Rick.
Oh, don't be mad. Oh gosh.
I think I'm entitled to know.
Come on, exactly.
Last night I saw what has happened to you.
What?
Rick, I knew in Paris I could tell him he'd understand.
What? You broke this dude's
Well, he
heart.
looked at me with such hatred.
Oh, okay, well, yeah.
I'll be leaving Casablanca so
He
we'll
did.
never see each other again.
He did. He was in his hatred.
About each other. If we leave it that way, maybe we'll remember those days, not Casablanca.
Are you kidding me? No.
Not last night.
Oh.
You run out on me because you couldn't take...
No, you see, Victor Laszlo is my husband.
Oh.
Even when I knew you in Paris.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bro, alright, leave her. Let her go. Let her go, Rick. Let her go. I'm sorry, but after hearing that she was cheating on her husband with Rick in Paris, my empathy has just fallen. It's dropped so much for her. It's like, I almost don't even care what she has going on right now. But I'm gonna let it ride. I'm going to let it ride and see what happens next.
For sure, monsieur. But I'll venture to guess that Ugarte left those letters with Monsieur Rick.
Rick.
Oh. Now you guys want something from Rick. Now you guys are gonna come back crawling to Rick. Bro, y'all better leave Rick alone. You guys better leave Rick alone. Alright?
My check. I have to warn you, sir. I beseech you. This is a dangerous place for...
He just stole the dude's wallet! Ah! That time I caught it. Oh, man. Oh, he checked. He knows it. Oh, man.
Would you kindly repeat it?
What I said is none of your business.
I will make it my business.
Oh! Oh! A fight scene.
I don't like disturbances in my place. I either lay off politics or get out.
Damn right. Alright, so they're basically on opposite sides of this war.
Captain, are you entirely certain which side you're on?
I have no conviction, if that's what you mean. I blow with the wind. And the prevailing wind...
I blow it. Yo, at least he's honest. At least he's honest.
Surely the right doesn't admit that possibility.
We are concerned about more than Casablanca. We know that perhaps for a leader.
A leader? Like Laszlo?
I have been thinking.
Alright, they're back on the same page.
At last the days came.
My Reichstag and I are speaking nothing but English now.
So we should feel at home when we get to America.
Liebchen, sweetness heart. What watch?
10 watts.
Such much?
10 what? Are they telling the time? What watch? 10 watch. Does that mean it's 10 o'clock? Their English is going well. There's that beautiful girl from the beginning. What is the plan here? Why did he just send her over here?
Rick,
Yes?
could I speak to you for just a moment, please?
Oh, don't call.
You're underage.
I came with Captain Reno.
She's underage.
My husband is with me, too.
He is. Well, Captain
Don't come in here with that sweet voice.
You have a drink? No, of course not. Do you mind if I do?
He said, offered her a drink. Oh, of course not. So the police officer sent this girl over to try and make Rick give them the letters of transit.
So that your happiness was the only thing that she wanted in the world.
Uh-oh.
She did a bad thing to make certain of it.
Uh-oh.
Could you forgive her?
Oh.
Nobody ever loved me that much.
And he never knew.
There you go.
And the girl kept this bad thing locked in her heart.
So was she really genuinely trying to get his opinion on the police officer? Or was she trying to get something out of him?
This way, if you please.
I'll have Sam play as Time Goes By. I believe that's your favorite tune.
Ha! Shots. Yo, he is taking shots at her. Yeah, you're in my bar. I'm gonna make you think of me this whole time. He's got like a little speakeasy here in the back, huh? There's some illegal operations going on back here. Some illegal gambling.
I said 22.
What the heck? He's cheating for the guy. How did they set that up to be able to cheat in roulette?
Cash it in and don't come back.
Oh my gosh, Rick is a good guy, huh?
How are we doing tonight?
Well, a couple of thousand less than I thought there would be.
But it shows to his character. Hey, chill out. Chill out. Oh, what are you doing? Get off me. Don't do that.
Just a lucky guy.
Oh my gosh. Rick is willing to lose money to help people in need.
Boss, you've done a beautiful thing.
Why is everybody so invested in what he did for those two people? Like, do people know those two people?
Well, I'll forgive you this time. But I'll be in tomorrow night with a breathtaking blonde. And it'll make me very happy if she loses.
He's trying to make them stay. What a dirtbag. Rick basically saved her from the grasp of that guy. That's why he was fixing his tie when they were about to go in his office.
You always happen to be fighting on the side of the underdog?
Yes, I found that a very expensive hobby, too, but then I never was much of a businessman.
I like how he has his wall up until he trusts somebody.
There must be some reason why you won't let me have them.
I don't like you.
I suggest that you ask your wife.
Boom!
I beg your pardon? I said, ask your wife.
Boom, boom!
My wife? Yes.
Straight up. What the hell is playing in my bar? What the heck is playing in my bar right now? You guys have the audacity? You men have the audacity. Yo, where's Sam? Ooh! Oh, she's playing with her. Also, is this da 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 da? Is that not American? I don't know. Did I mistake it as American before? They lost. It's a music off. This sounds like 5 anthems all thrown in together. I swear I heard a bit of O Canada in there, a little bit.
But everybody's having such a good time.
Yes, much too good a time. The place is to be closed.
But I've no excuse to
What?
close it.
Find one.
Yo, 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 yo. He's stepping on your toes now, man. Oh! Oh! He bent the knee so easily, bro. Oh.
On what ground? I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
Easy. He didn't have to think very hard to find a reason, though.
Intention of selling them. One would think if sentiment wouldn't persuade him, money would.
You don't know what persuades a man like Rick.
Did I ask you?
Ask me.
Oh!
Yes, he said, ask your wife.
Yeah. What you gonna say? What are you going to say? Why would he ask me? Why would he tell you that?
When I was in a concentration camp.
He was in the concentration camp when she cheated on him.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Tell me.
Okay. Well, Laszlo.
No, Victor,
Oh, and she won't even tell him. The dude is being so understanding right now. He's about to forgive you for cheating on him, and you can't even tell him?
You don't even have to say it. I'll believe.
Yeah, you have so much support from him, and you're not even gonna tell him the truth. Like, jeez, man. Jeez. So, Laszlo is clearly, he's a good guy, you know? Where is she going? Where are you going? Is she going to see Rick? She better not be going to see Rick.
Before. In the meantime, everybody stays on salary.
Thank you, Eric. Sasha will be happy to hear it.
He's a good guy. 2 weeks is all he can run off. Rick is still paying all of their salaries, even though he's closed. He can only last 2 more weeks if he can't open the bar. He's got his back against the wall. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And now this? He's stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Seems as long as I have those letters, I'll never be lonely.
You can ask
I know, eh?
but you must give me those letters.
Jeez.
I went all
Oh,
the
must
time
I?
with my husband. It's no deal.
Must
I
I?
know how you feel, and your cause too. In your own way, you were fighting for the same thing.
I'm not fighting for anything anymore except myself.
Mm.
I'm the only cause.
Let's go! Let's go, Rick! Ah, it froze on me. Rick is in his emotions. So many guys know how this feels. Like, yo, you never cared about me. Why should I start caring about you right now?
I wouldn't believe you no matter what you told me. Say anything now to get what you want.
True.
One woman has hurt you, and you take your revenge on the rest of the world. You're a coward and weakling.
Okay, sure.
No.
Now I'm okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh.
I'm sorry, but you are our last.
Oh, okay.
You won't help us. Victor Laszlo will die in Casablanca.
What of it? I'm gonna die in Casablanca. It's a good spot for it.
Yo, Rick! Oh!
I tried to reason with you.
Oh my gosh.
Now I want those letters.
Oh! I didn't know.
Put them on the table.
I can't believe she went that far.
No.
Good, Rick.
For the last time, put them on the table.
Shoot me.
Go ahead and shoot.
Damn.
Doing me a favor.
Oh, Rick is in a dark place, bro. Oh!
I thought I would never see you again. You are out of my life.
Yeah, so you didn't have to take any accountability. I thought I would never see you again. I thought I wouldn't. I tried. Oh, oh, wow. Ah, Rick with the soft heart. And my computer with the freezing. Oh my gosh.
If you knew how much
Oh, come on.
How much I still...
Oh, come on! Oh my goodness. I can't handle this. I can't handle it. I don't know. I just... What is happening here?
Then it came. He was dead, shot, trying to escape.
Ah, so she thought he was dead.
Then I met you.
She thought he was dead.
Why weren't you honest with me? Why did you keep your marriage a secret?
Because you guys said not to ask any questions. She made a rule not to ask any questions. Oh, surprise, surprise.
I know that I'll never have the strength to leave you again.
Ah, really?
Laszlo, he won't have you.
Uh-huh.
I can't fight it anymore.
She dove into him.
I don't know what's right anymore.
Oh my.
You have to think for both of us.
Oh.
For all of us.
Holy. Okay. All right. It's time for him to man up. He's got to man up, I guess. Jeez. So, Laszlo came. Laszlo went to the bar. That's hilarious. They escaped to Rick's bar? Man, what a
close one, eh?
what a turn of events.
I mean, what you fighting for?
You might as well question why we breathe.
He's trying to figure Laszlo out.
I wonder if you know that you're trying to escape from yourself, and that you'll never succeed.
You seem to know all about my destiny.
He's reading Rick up and down right now.
I know we both should be in love with the same woman.
Good. I'm glad he's observant. He's not clueless.
I knew there was something between you and Ilse.
Good. I'm glad. Good for Laszlo. Will you give it to her? So each of them wants to give each other the letters.
Yes, I have the letters. I intend using them myself.
Wow.
I'm leaving Casablanca on tonight's plane. The
What?
last plane. Huh? I'm taking a friend with me, one you'll appreciate.
Huh?
What friend?
Ilse Lund.
He's going with her?
You can fill in your name and hers and leave any time you please.
Right.
Why are you still interested in what happens to Laszlo?
Interesting.
I'm not. I'll arrange to have Laszlo come there to pick up the letters of transit, and that'll give you the criminal grounds on which to make the arrest.
What?
You get him, and we get away.
What?
The Germans, that last will be just a minor annoyance.
In Casablanca, who has even less.
Oh my gosh. Is he really doing this?
And by the way, call off your watchdogs when you let them go. I don't want them around this afternoon.
Call off your watchdogs when you let him go. Rick's got something planned. He's got something planned.
Well, so long.
Okay.
Don't forget you owe Rick's 100 carton of American cigarettes.
I should remember to pay it to myself.
Okay. So he actually sold his bar to this guy. So he's actually serious about leaving?
Have the letters right here.
Tell me, when we searched the place, where were they?
Sam's piano.
Serves me right for not being musical.
He left them right at... They were on the piano. Or in them. Or in it. That's great. Is he really setting up Laszlo?
Victor thinks I'm leaving with him. Haven't you told him?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Right, isn't it? You were able to arrange everything.
Everything is quite
So she's still waiting to leave Laszlo right now. So she knows half of the plan.
Victor Laszlo? Victor Laszlo, you're under arrest.
This can't be happening.
It's quite simple. Love, it seems, has triumphed over virtue. Thank...
Aha!
Fast, Louis. Nobody's going to be arrested, not for a while yet.
You've taken leave of your senses.
I have. Sit down over there.
Put that gun down.
Louis, I wouldn't like to shoot you, but I will if you take one more step.
No!
The circumstances, I will sit down.
So polite. He's so polite.
Keep your hands on the table.
You know what you're doing.
You call the airport and let me hear you tell them. And remember, this gun is pointed right at your heart.
That is my least vulnerable spot.
I love these lines.
Is that the airport? Huh? This is Captain Renault speaking.
Oh, everyone is so slick. Everybody is playing chess, bro.
Hello?
Everyone is playing chess. I love it.
If you don't mind, you fill in the names. That'll make it even more official.
You think of everything.
Ooh. Ooh.
The names are Mr. and Mrs. Victor Laszlo.
But why my name, Richard?
Because you're getting on that plane.
Oh.
I'm staying here with him till the plane gets safely away.
No, Richard, no. What has happened to you last night?
Last night we said a great many things.
It's the scene.
9 chances out of 10 we'd both wind up at a concentration camp. Isn't that true, Louis?
I'm afraid Major Strasser would insist.
You're saying this only to make me go.
I'm saying it. If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
What us?
We'll always have Paris. We didn't have, we lost it.
We'll always have Paris.
We got it back last night. Follow what I've got to do, you can't be any part of. Ilsa, I'm no good at being noble, but it doesn't take much to see that the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world.
What's he gonna do? What's his plan?
Someday you'll understand that.
What's he gonna do?
He's looking at you, kid.
Oh! 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 Ah, here he comes! What? What's gonna happen?
She did her best to convince me that she was still in love with me. That was all over long ago. For her sake, she pretended it wasn't, and I let her pretend. Here it is.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Is he covering for her? Or is that true? Like, she was just trying to play him again. Okay, so she is really in love with Rick, right? I think Rick was just covering for her just now. Like, no, don't worry, Victor, she loves you, not me. That's like the most appropriate thing to say to him. God bless Rick, bro. God bless Rick.
Victor Laszlo is on that plane.
Why do you stand here? Why don't you stop him?
Ask Monsieur Rick.
Hello. Put that phone down. Get me the radio tower. Put it down.
Shot him. The way this guy was on the phone and just casually pulled his gun out like... just like... Oh my...
Round up the usual suspects.
He didn't... Oh, he didn't bait out Rick. He didn't rat him out.
Well, Rick, you're not only a sentimentalist, but you've become a patriot.
I
think perhaps you're right.
He knew what side of... Yeah, we know what side this guy is on. He's like, oh, you shot him? Well, good. Ooh, nice shot.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Oh my gosh! That was awesome. That was great. That was great! That was great! I enjoyed that very, very much. Alright, so let's talk about these characters, man. Hold on. Let me get a little bit relaxed. Let me get relaxed here. Wow, what a movie. That was really fun. So at the end of these, I don't usually give movies a rating. I just explain how they feel. And we're going to go through each character and I'm going to give you my opinion on them. So this first guy, I don't even remember his name, Lamau or something like that. He just is really recognizable to me because I swear to gosh, Looney Tunes, there's a character in Looney Tunes that is inspired by this guy and he has huge eyes. I'll try to find a picture of him and he's just stuck like this and I can't do the impression, but he wasn't in the movie very long, but I just wanted to call him out because I recognize this dude. I recognize him. He's like an iconic, he must be a big actor from these days. So yeah, just cool to see this guy.
They make me laugh.
And a wishbone from a duck. I have no duck, Leopold. I didn't know Leopold could dance.
Come on, put up your dukes. Put up your dukes. That's it.
We might as well talk about this guy. Sorry, I'm gonna have a bad time remembering these people's names, but this guy, okay. He had me going back and forth on my opinion on him for the whole movie. I'm so sorry, not everything is hitting here, but they're in Paris, right? So he's a French cop, but he has to bend his knee to the Germans that are there, right? So he's kind of playing the fence, you know, he goes wherever the wind blows, he said it. He's all up in Rick's business. You know, it didn't register to me how close they were as friends. Although, you know, the director did try to make that clear. He really did, because they're talking, they made a bet on whether the dude would leave or not. So clearly they were really close. But because the Germans were there and they're putting the pressure on him, he had to do some weaselly stuff, you know? And I just loved, I feel like he did it the best. I just love the way he was able, because the way they talk to each other, you know, inside they're like boiling and they just want to, you know, tear into the other person. The way they speak and communicate is just so graceful and so eloquent. And I think this guy really pulled it off well, and he was so entertaining to watch. I just really enjoyed his character, and I'm so glad that in the end, he helped Rick out, you know, and he didn't rat him out. I loved that. That was a great twist, because you didn't, with this movie, it had a lot of twists, you know, a lot of little twists where you're like, you didn't really know what to expect. So I really like this dude. I really like this character. Let's talk about these two. Let's talk about Victor first. Okay. Again, first time watching this movie, so when Victor was talked about and introduced, it was very cloudy to me about who he was and what he was doing. But I believe that I figured out that he's a good guy. He's trying to help a lot of people, and he's a very influential person. And you know, he's been through a lot. You know, he's been very slippery, and he's escaped the Gestapo and the Germans for a very long time. So on top of that, he's very influential just in general to the world, but he's also, like, more on a personal level, he's a good guy. Like, he's not, I don't know what the word is, but he's not stepping on anybody's toes really, except the people who deserve their toes to be stepped on. He's fighting back against those who need to be fought back against. He holds himself just like everyone else holds himself, but he doesn't seem two-faced like a lot of the people seemed. Like, sadly, the guy I like, the French police officer, he's super two-faced, even though he's entertaining to watch. Victor wasn't two-faced, you know? He's just very straightforward and a very good guy. And I like his character in the end for that. Moving on to Ilsa. Okay. Extremely gorgeous. A beautiful actress. I must say, beautiful actress. When it comes to her character, you know, I don't know. Again, I might be jaded, and I see the way people have acted in my own life, and it makes me feel like if you cheat, it's really hard for me to have much sympathy, because I don't like when people are manipulative. I don't like when people try to make people feel guilty about certain things. Like, for instance, when she went to get the letters of transit, and then she's trying to make him feel guilty, crying, and this and that. And it really turns me off. It gives me the ick, as children are saying today. So yeah, it really soured me on her character. It really did sour me on her character. Again, I'm pretty jaded. We did find out that she did think that Victor was dead. So, because of that fact, it does make me not... It makes me feel a little bit more sympathy and compassion for her, because she did think he wasn't existing anymore. So in her mind, it wasn't cheating. Until it was. Until she found out that he was alive. But, you know, at that point, it was too late. Emotions get complicated. I just wish, again, I'm a man who very much appreciates honesty. Like, yo, just be honest. I would have appreciated it if she had told the people sooner, but I do understand why she didn't tell Rick at the time when they were in Paris. Or wherever they were. I forget where they were. I would have had more respect if she told him there, but I understand why she didn't. You know, Victor didn't even know. If Victor had known, he had known just because he's intuitive like that, I would have had more respect for her. But yeah, again, man, she's such a flip-flopper. And she came in the end willing to leave Victor and go with Rick. She was like, oh, did you tell Victor we're leaving together? Like, she was about to leave Victor again. So I have a hard time, you know, vibing with Ilsa. I really do have a hard time vibing with her. It's unfortunate, because I really wanted to like her. Let's talk about this character for a second. I don't know, she's beautiful. Let's talk about how all the women in the 1940s were just extremely beautiful. What's up with that? Hey, let's talk about Sam. I don't know who Sam is, like his actor name. I don't know any of these actors' names, but it was a nice character. You know, he was a nice pal of Rick. And, you know, they had that history. I don't know, he was back in wherever the place he was. Where is Casablanca again? It's not in Paris, is it? Oh, well, stupid question. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, it was, I guess, in the racial sense, I guess we have to talk about this. 1942. It's nice to see a black guy in a 1942 movie with a very prominent spotlight on him. Like, they gave him a very noteworthy role as one of the protagonist's very, very good friends. So, you know, you gotta appreciate that. You know, he's a musical talent. You know, if you're black back in those days, even now, really, I feel like you had to have some sort of musical talent so that they could, you know, bring you in there and give you a spotlight. But it's amazing. I am assuming that he's some sort of famous musician from that time. I'm assuming it is. But it was good to see him. He was a good character. And that song, da 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 da, so cool to hear that, man. This movie reminds me of years ago when there's this Beatles-inspired movie that came out called Across the Universe, and it was in theaters, and I went with this girl to see it. And before that, I didn't really know I wasn't a Beatles fan, but I watched that movie, and just every single song, I was like, I know that song. Wait, I know that song too. I know that song too. And she's like, yeah, this is the Beatles, man. I was like, yo, the Beatles wrote this? They wrote this? They wrote that? Needless to say, after I watched that movie, I became one of the biggest Beatle fans ever. And they are one of my favorite bands ever. They're in my top 5 bands ever, probably. So I got that same feeling watching this movie where it's like, I know that line. I know this shot. This shot looks familiar. You know, I know this song because this movie has been referenced so thoroughly throughout the years by so many things I've watched, The Simpsons, whatever, that these moments are ingrained in me even though I haven't seen the film. So I think that's so cool as well. This girl, I don't know, really quickly, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, holy smokes. No, but their characters were interesting. I was like, why are they here? Why are they always appearing, her and her husband? Why are they always here? But I guess it was to show that Rick is, you know, he's pretty selfless. He's a selfless guy, and that's a good thing about him. Now, feeling positive like I feel about the police officer that's friends with Rick, I'm like, what was his thing? Why was he trying to keep them there? Is it because she's pretty? Like, that's it? Was he doing anything bad to these girls or anything like that? I'm not too sure about that. But a lot of people in the bar seem to be invested in whether or not this girl and her husband got out safe. And I'm not too sure why that is. Maybe someone could clarify that for me. And last but certainly not least, I hope I didn't forget anybody but Rick, man. Rick. Richard! I don't know the actor's name, forgive me, but he did such a great job from the get-go. His voice was just so, you know, buttery. It's like, you know, it just hits the ears and you're like, I love hearing this guy talk. I guess this could be said for all the characters. Just the dialogue and the way they speak is just so easy on the ears and wonderful to listen to. And Rick was probably the one I enjoyed hearing speak the most. Just, I don't even know how to say it. The way he speaks in turns of phrases and whatnot. There it is. The way he had these turns of phrases that are just so wonderful. I enjoyed it so much. When it comes to his character, I feel like I can see why this movie did so well, and it's because he might have carried the movie. This actor and this character might have carried the movie, because I feel like a lot of men would look up to him because he's extremely charming. He's extremely, not extremely, but he's quite successful. When it comes to his social hierarchy, he is close to the top of it when it comes to power and respect, right? You know, women look at him and find him attractive. Men want to be him. Not just the men in the movie, but the men who are watching the movie. Men can also relate to the fact that he was crushed by a woman without explanation. You know, no explanation whatsoever. Just poof, out of your life. Why? I know a lot of guys can relate to that, you know? And a lot of guys can also relate to the holding something inside and hiding it for very, very long and having a wall up and being able to remain charming and amicable and sociable even though inside you're like crushed and you're going through some stuff. I think that's where the Sigma male comes from. Sigma males blew up over the last, I feel like, 5 years. It used to be alpha males. Now it's Sigma males, you know, quieter, deep in thought, not bothered by much. But in the end, a lot of these Sigma males, I would probably consider myself to be in that category. Not alpha, more Sigma. A lot of us even though we're quiet and seem quietly confident, we're dealing with a lot of stuff inside, right? So I think a lot of men relate to that. I think it rang with a lot of people's spirits as well, because in the end, he's not a bad guy. He's actually a good and very selfless person. The way he was helping people, the way people flocked to him, you could really tell. Even though, you know, he was that wall, you know, he had that wall up and he was like, man, I don't like you. And the guy was like, well, that's why I trust you to hold these letters of transit for me, because at least you're honest. At least you know, I can see through your bull. I know you're a good guy, even though you try to pretend and act hard. It was hard to me. See, he's more of a man and I guess a developed adult than I am, because my jaded butt, man, I've been like, yo, get out. Get out! Get out of here! I'm not giving you any letters of transit. What the heck was that? Yeah, I would have told these people to get out of my office. Just get out of my office. I'm not giving you any letters of transit, lady. Cry as much as you want. At least that's what I say. I say that. But when I see those tears, man, I don't know. I'd probably soften up too. Yeah, but in the end, man, I really enjoyed this movie. It's up on the top of the movies I've watched on this 100 movie bucket list challenge. It's up there. It's up there. It's in the top 3 or 4. I don't know. Shawshank Redemption is a very hard movie to beat. You know, that movie got me in my feelings. I love this. I love that movie. It was very, very fun. Very fun time I had. But yeah, gonna end it there, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching with me and hanging out for this movie and this video. So good. Highly enjoyed. I guess I'll see you guys for the next video. Wait, this movie was movie number 10 on this movie list. So next one's gonna be number 11, and that movie is going to be the next movie is gonna be E.T. Oh my gosh, I don't think I watched that since I was like 10 years old. That's gonna be an interesting one. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Much appreciated. Much love. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to drop that like, drop that sub if you have not already, and share this with another movie lover. And yeah, catch you next time, guys. GG's.